Well, hello everybody. So, I said I'd post a BRAT review, and I kept on procrastinating it. And then I went on holiday, so I couldn't, and I literally, came back a couple hours ago, and I got nothing to do, because it's summer holidays. So, I'm just gonna do this now. So this is my BRAT review. I know some of you have been anticipating this for a while. Also, I had my mum paint my nails BRAT colours, but they've all, peeled off. But, there you are. They were good at one point. Do you know what? I am... Yeah, I will be reviewing this today. I'll be reviewing the album. I'll give some insight into the era, and I'll also be talking about the remixes a bit later on, if I have time. Which I probably will. So, first of all, I'm going to talk about the era. So, the era started in... technically, the era of BRAT began on January 30th, which, if you did not know, which I think this is intentional, was 3 years after the passing of Sophie, where Charlie posted a reel of what would actually become the Easy Fun remix of 365 for the Boiler Room set that she would end up doing in Brooklyn in February. And we just thought, oh, DJ set. Then, shortly after, over the next few weeks, she teased a song called Von Dutch. Now, I wasn't active in, the Charlie XCX community at that point. I was way too busy being a crazy Swiftie. I know. Yeah. But, I'm over that phase now. But yeah. Anyways, I was busy being a crazy Swiftie. So I didn't see these clips, but, yeah. And then I think it was the... I think it was the 28th of February, I want to say. 28th, wasn't it? I think so. I'm not sure. She announced the album, BRAT, and then the next day, she released Von Dutch as the lead single. Now, we all know the album cover by now, and I think a lot of you will know that, firstly, the album cover was met with a lot of doubts, myself included. We were like, this is kind of ugly. This is really bad. But, do you know what? It's become iconic, and I will explain that later with, the rise of BRAT Summer. And when she released Von Dutch, I listened to it on that day, and I was like, this is really good. I loved Von Dutch when it first came out. And, because Crash, I think Crash was a little bit of a... not a misstep, not a mistake, but sort of like a... maybe not where she should have necessarily gone. I liked Crash, don't get me wrong. I think that it really didn't play to her best strengths. I don't think it was dishonest, but I don't think it was... I necessarily think it was truly representative of who she was as a person and what her aspirations were musically. I think, it was basically just a sellout so she could get a new record deal, but it was kind of like, I just don't think it was necessarily her best work, and I don't think it was the best album that she could have created at the time. That's my thoughts. But, and when I heard Von Dutch, I was filled with confidence because I was like, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I knew instantly that it was going to be a good album. My hopes were kind of dashed a bit. Soon after, she released a remix of Von Dutch with Addison Rae and A.G. Cook, which was like nothing like the original song, but I liked it anyways. I thought it was pretty good. And also the music video was really good. Iconic. If you haven't watched it already, which you probably have, watch it now. Then she released Club Classics and Back to Back. Now, do I think that these were the best single choices? No. No. Pretty sure they were both teased at the Boiler Room set 365 Pie Girl. But I don't think that they were the best songs. Club Classics, I mean, it's really strange because I love both of these songs now, but when they were first released, I thought I was going to hate BRAT. I was like, this is bad. Well, no, I didn't think that it was bad. I just thought that it was going to be very similar to Crash. And I thought, she was just, like, not going to make good music again. I just thought that she'd gone down a path of just, like, not making good music anymore. And, Club Classics, I thought was annoying. The right now thing, I thought genuinely that grated me the wrong way. And I was just like, oh, shut up. I thought the I'm Gonna Dance to Sophie thing was, like, amazing. But, yeah. I can't remember whether So I was sung first. Anyways, Club Classics, as she says in the song. And Back to Back, I just thought was kind of like whatever. I thought it was whatever. Somehow I thought Club Classics was repetitive, even though Back to Back is the most repetitive song on BRAT. And she says the word back in that song a total of 271 times. The song is less than 3 minutes long. But yeah, don't know what I was thinking. Anyways, So I can't remember whether that was... No, it was before. It was before. Because I was creating a Eras Tour thing of, like, thing of Charlie XCX, and I made it so that it was Brat and it was Von Dutch and So I, because those are the only two songs we'd heard so far. But yeah, So I. Now, if you do not know, So I is about Sophie, and she sung it at the Billboard Women's Day or whatever celebration. And I love this song. Couldn't understand a word that she was saying, because Charlie XCX at the worst of times, she's like almost mumbling, and it's just like I couldn't understand a word that she was saying. I knew she said, "So I cry, so I cry, so I cry, and I was like, it's a sad song because, it's about Sophie and whatever, and it's like a really emotional song. I could tell that, and I thought that the song was actually, like, really good. Until I looked at the lyrics the next day, and I genuinely cried. I was... Oh my god. Look at those lyrics if you have not already. Unless you don't want to cry right now, then don't. Save it for when you do want to cry, And I thought, do you know what? This album's going to be amazing. But yeah, Club Classics. 360 arrived, and again, for some reason, I didn't like it. I really did not like it. Well, I thought I liked it, but I thought, this is like the middest thing I've ever heard. But, yeah, do you know what? I was wrong, 360 is amazing. And then we had the 360 remix with Robin and Young Lean, which I liked, but like, you know. And then the album came. I listened to it the next morning because it came out midnight our time. So if you do not know, because most artists release at American time, Eastern time in America, that means everything comes out at about 5 o'clock in the morning for me. So I yeah, I was in the yeah, I listened to the first few songs, but I was like, I do not have the energy to listen to this. I'm gonna sleep. And then I listened to it the next morning, and I was like, hold up, hold up, this is amazing. And those songs actually started to grow on me. 360, I thought it was amazing. Club Classics, it took a little while to get good to me, and then back to back, I thought, yeah, okay. And then I started liking it again. But now it's my least favourite on the record, and I'll tell you why later. And it really started to grow for me. And then, you know, music videos came out, you know, remixes came out, promotion happened, and I really, really started to like this record. And I'm really happy that a lot of different artists, a lot of different people have really recognised Charlie XCX now, and I'm glad everybody sees how good this record is. So now we're going to Now we're going to talk about the record. Now, what you've got to understand is this record is 15 songs long, and it's just under 42 minutes. So I'll get onto BRAT later. So the album starts with 360. Now, 360 is... I love this song. It has about like 30 memeable lines, and it's really catchy. And I I think the instrumental's really catchy. I like how it's referenced again in 365, and I think it's a really I think it's a really good setup to the record, and it's basically just saying, I just want you to know that I am the best person in this room, and I want you to know that before we get started. And she delivers that perfectly. And you know, she's right. You are going to jump if AG made it. You know, that's just the truth. If AG made it, you will jump. And I think maybe the song could have been a little bit longer, but do you know what? I think it's pretty good. Then we have Club Classics. Now, it starts off as a really structured, well-built song, and then it sort of deconstructs itself as it goes along. And I really like it, and I think it's just a song that you just dance to, and you don't really care about the lyrics, you don't really care about what she's singing. It's just a song to party to. It's on the party playlist, and it's just really good. But you know, there's very few lyrics in this song. It's just, you know, I want to dance to me, I want to dance to AG, I want to dance with George, I want to dance to Sophie, I want to dance to her Mo. Play the track fast, not slow. Pull it back fast, let's go. Sweat marks all of my clothes. Tight like my kind of flow. Yeah, I want to be blinded by the lights, lights, lights. And that's it. That's it. Yeah, I really like the song, and I think it's really grown on me, and it's really it's sort of builds on 360 on how it sort of hypes you up into the album. Then we have oof, Sympathy is a Knife. I love this song. It was my favourite for a while. I mean, my favourite fluctuates. I think at the moment is 365, but it was Sympathy as a Knife for a while, then it was Girl So Confusing, and it's been like Guess and Spring Breakers, and 360, So Apple, or most of the songs have been like my favourite, or the song that I've really gone through hyperfixations with at some point or another. That's how good the album is. And, when we get to the one song which, is actually on the regular album, B2B is my least favourite, but on the deluxe edition, there's another song that's my least favourite. Okay, I've already named my two songs that I think that were my favourites. I'll just say it now, Hello, Goodbye, and I'll get onto why later. Now, so Sympathy's a Knife. What you've got to understand is, if you do not know already, this song is about Taylor Swift. Really gotten the Swifties riled up because apparently she's like really dissing her or something, when she's really not. Charlie said it herself, it's not a diss track, it's about her insecurities and her intrusive thoughts. And it's so honest, and I'm not gonna lie to any mad Swiftie out there, it's better than anything Taylor's released this year. And I like Torture Poets. One sec. I do, but Brat is better. This song is just so good. It's like every time I listen to it, it's like mental breakdown. It's just so catchy. It's so good. The lyrics are so meaningful. But on top of that, the instrumental is just, it's both vulnerable, but it's also so like party ready and club ready. And it's just like, you could put this on at a rave and nobody would even notice, nobody even care. And it's that good, like, it's that good. Anyways, on, but yeah, that's all I can really say about it. It is that good. Then we've got, I Might Say Something Stupid. I'll say it now, most underrated song on the record. Shoot me if you want. It's so underrated, I swear. It's sort of a continuation on Sympathy's a Knife, about how she's so like, how she feels like she's sort of stuck, whether, she's famous or she's not, and oh my god, too short though. Too short though. Shortest song on the record, 1 minute 50 seconds, and it's just like, make it longer, girl. Make it longer. And oh yeah, by the way, if you want better commentary on Sympathy as a Knife, go check out Madeline from the Lizard Review podcast. She does a lot of like Taylor Swift stuff, but she also does a lot of stuff about other pop stars, and she did a review on BRAT, and her commentary on Sympathy as a Knife was so much better and so much more in depth than I did it. But yeah, there you go. Okay. Anyways, what we need to talk about is how I Might Say Something Stupid is so underrated. I think the instrumental is really good, and I just love it so much. I think that it is absolutely amazing, and the lyrics are really good, and the auto-tune vocals just fitted so well. And I think it's really chaotic how how I Might Say Something Stupid ends with, "'Cause I don't know if I belong here anymore, I," and Talk Talk begins with, "I've been thinking about you." Oh my god. Every time I listen to that, I'm just like, oh my god, she's so chaotic. But she's such a genius. Okay. So, yes. Anyways. So, we've got the, Talk Talk. I think this song is such a bop, and Hudson Mohawk produced this, by the way. I want to dance to Hud Mo, and yes, I am dancing to Hud Mo. I love this song. I think it's so catchy, And like, it's one of the moments where A.G. Cook is just trying so bad for you to notice that he produced this song. Because like, there are a few moments, it's on Rewind, also on this song, and on Hello Goodbye as well. But it's just so obvious that he wants you to know that he produced this song, because in the second verse she says all your friends are still there, and the way that she sings it, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so A.G. Cook, and it's like, all your friends are still there. I know I butchered that, but like, it's like, really, it's really weird how A.G. Cook it is, and I'm just like, yeah, we get it, A.G., you produced this song, alright, we don't care. You're iconic, but like, we don't care. If we were talking about Pop 2, then maybe, yes. Pop, Pop 2, as you can see the poster in my room. It's over there for me, but, because, you know, mirror. But yeah, anyways. I love this song. Yeah. Von Dutch. Gotta love it. I do think it's a bit repetitive at times, but I'm just like, I don't care. Song's such a bop. Walking to school in I know this is like really bad, but like, with my headphones that are like bigger than helicopters. Um, well, bigger than helicopters, that's like a really bad. But like, look at those. Look, that's absolutely massive. But yeah, listening to it through my headphones in my really weird school uniform, strutting, just in my head. Von Dutch cult classic, but I still pop. I get money, you get mad because the bank's shut. Because I don't know, but when I listen to Charlie XCX, I become like a different person. I because I, I'm just like a really like weird, like kind of insecure kind of like person. But as soon as I plug those headphones in, and as soon as I listen to Brat, I know that I am the most iconic person in the world, and I know that I am better than you. As soon as I take those headphones out, no. But as soon as I have them in, I am better than you. I am better than you. But yeah, yeah, I love this. Not much else to say. And then we have Everything is Romantic. This really didn't click with me at first, especially the chorus, but you know what? It's just iconic, and I love the sort of Brazilian influences on it, and, you know, four generations make up for family. Make up a family. Many different lyrics that I've misheard on this album. It's embarrassing, but you know, there you go. Like on Guess, try it, buy it, lick it, spit it. No, it's try it, bite it. You know, yeah, there you go. My camera quality's so grainy all of a sudden. I just turn on lights on. Anyways. Okay, that's a bit better. Anyways. Everything is Romantic. Oh. And I just love this song. I think it's, again, a lot of these songs are very mindless bops that you just, you know, just party to. But, like, I listen to them unironically, and I listen to them in depth, and I pay attention to all the little details. And it's just so good. And then you've got Rewind, which is literally just 1999 2.0, but it's like slightly different themes instead of being like, oh, I miss how it was back then. I really liked how it was, how, you know, like simple, how like simple it was and how fun it was back then. Take me back. Rewind is about like, I wish I could go back in time to when I wasn't insecure and when I didn't have to worry about all these things, and when it was just simple. It's definitely got more of a vulnerable point to it, and it's literally just like Welcome Back, Charlie 2019, because it's like a mix of 1999 plus Warm, because there's this bit where the instrumental just starts, it just starts playing these really soft synths that just sounds like she's about to sing, "Can you tell me the reason why you won't open up?" And it's just like, hello? Um, yeah, do you know what? I really like this song. I think it's, again, about one of the more meaningful ones, and the ones that you actually listen to rather than just mindlessly put it on. But just love Brat, and it's a bop, and I'll dance to it. So there you go. And then you have So I. Now the transition between Rewind and So I. It's like you're at the end of Rewind and you're like, yes, this is so good, and then So I starts playing and you're just like, wait. Um, I I always get close to crying listening to this song, because Sophie was really a musician that was really meaningful to me, and I didn't, you know, I wasn't grateful to her and when she was alive until she passed, and I'm just really excited for this new music that we're able to hear, and I'm really grateful that her brother has been able to give this music to us, and the songs that we've heard so far. I'm really happy with this, and I'm really happy that Sophie, she her music gets out into the world, and the music that she wanted us to hear but never released, we get to hear. But yeah, we're not getting emotional here. We're not crying. Not doing it. But yeah. Yeah, we're not crying. We're not doing that here. So, there we go. And, yes. But, I, I've already spoken about this song. I love it. I think it's really emotional. I love it. I thought this blimmin' song was big in Germany. What are you doing? If you don't know that reference, you can't call yourself a Charlie XCX fan. I'm sorry, but, no. You cannot call yourself an angel if you do not know the reference behind that. So, there you go. And there you go. And yeah, I love this song. Anyways, confusing. Now, you know, Girls So Confusing, I think it's a really good song. It's quite similar to Sympathy Is a Knife in that it's a really easily, partyable song, but it's easy to put on at a rave. But, it's also got really meaningful lyrics, and it's about how rivalry between pop stars in the music industry, and I think it's really a song that I'm relating to at the moment. Yeah, sadly, but oh well. Um, and then, the version that she did with Lord, which I will get onto later, was even better, I think. So kind of wish it was a little bit longer. Um, and also, A.G. Cook, yes, we get it, you produced this song. The way that, Girl, when it, clips it and, repeats it and, pitch shifts it, that's so A.G. Cook in a way that I can't explain. It's just so, we get it, A.G. Cook, you produced this song, moving on. Okay. Anyways. Um, but yeah, I love this song. One of my favourites, definitely. Then we've got Apple, which almost didn't actually make it to the album, and, it's very different from the rest of the album, but that's also very Brat in a sense. And it's going really viral on TikTok at the moment. I think the apple's gotten right to the core from all the things best over from all the apples coming before. I split the apple down symmetrical lines, and what I find is kind of scary, makes me just want to drive. Literally, I've been doing it non-stop, and, my friends have just been like, oh my god, stop doing it all the time. But I'm just like, it's just, such a thing that you just, can't stop doing. If I'm just standing there and I've got nothing to do, I'll just break down in the apple dance. I just will, you know? Yeah. Anyways, love this song. Think it's got a really cool meaning, and the almost surprises in it are pretty cool. Then we've got B2B. Now, on the regular track list, this is my least favourite song. The reason why is not because I dislike it, I think the song's pretty alright. But I don't know if anybody else can relate to this, but for some reason the song is so much faster than what I remember it. Like, I always remember it back to back to back to back to you, but it's like back to back to back to back to you. And I think, what on earth has happened? It's just magically become like 5 BPM faster, and I'm just like, I can't be just imagining this. And it's just like, I think I'm going insane. But like, yeah, it's really weird. And, 15p. By the way, 5p and a 10p. But yeah, anyways. Anyways. And then after that, I know the track list off by heart, I should know this. No, because for some reason I always think Apple is track 10, but Girls So Confusing is track 10. So we're on to Mean Girls. Now, Mean Girls, it's kind of a disjointed song, because it's like the intro is like kind of like simple, and it's just like, I'm trying to think how it begins. It starts off with like a crowd of people, and then it just stops, and it plays this really simple beat, and the lyrics I think are quite cool, and it's like, this one's for all my mean girls, and then it jumps into like a really acidic synth. That's how I describe it. Acidic synth. And then it's like cool, and then it does like a little piano section, and then it goes back to that instrumental from the verses, and then it goes back to the piano instrumental, and then it brings in a beat while playing the piano. It's just kind of like, pick a lane, pick a lane. And it's just like, okay, we get it. You want to show off all these things, but it doesn't necessarily work together. Just use one thing. And like, yeah. And the chorus is kind of a bit cheesy, not gonna lie, but like, we don't care. It's Charlie XCX, we don't care. And then we have I Think About It All the Time. A lot of people agree and with me on this. This song really did not click with me when it first came out. I was like, the way she's singing it is really weird, and the instrumental is like kind of weird. But I really think that this song's actually really good. I, I love the meaning, and I think that the instrumental and the delivery has actually just started to grow on me, and it's a really catchy song. It's always in my head, and I and it's just like, yeah, I just love it. I love the song. I think it's definitely one of my least favourites on the record, but like, do I hate it? Absolutely not. Do I love it? Yes. And then we have the jump scare of a lifetime. A song about her wanting to be a mother and saying, I think I should have a child because I'm getting old now, and like, am I missing out on something? Should I do it before it's too late? And it's like, yeah, and then it goes to I'm a party girl, I'm the crap. Yes. uh Also snorting cocaine, and love it. So I've been saying, now angels can know what a track 6 is. So know if you don't know the story behind a track 5, quickly sum it up. Track 5's on Taylor Swift's album, it used to be unintentional, but it's intentional now. The track 5 is always the most emotionally vulnerable song. Okay? On the record. And then a track 6, I'm pretty sure she always does this on purpose, but it's always a massive jump scare because it's always like a really lively song. If you, I think the worst examples are White Horse into You Belong With Me. Um, Let me think of the other examples. So yeah, White Horse into You Belong With Me. Most of you have heard You Belong With Me. All Too Well into 22. Dear John into Mean. I think. What's Lover? It's pretty sure it's The Archer into. I think he knows, isn't it? That's not that much of a jump scare, is it? No. Folklore, it's Mirrorball into. Oh my god, I'm forgetting Folklore tracklist now. Yeah, anyways, let me find it quickly. And then Evermore is tolerated into No Body, No Crime. Oh yeah, Mighty as Ricochet into Mirrorball, which actually isn't that bad. And then, but yeah, Ray All Too Well into 22 is the worst example. And because it's like, you've probably heard All Too Well actually, it's quite a famous song now. And then 22, it's like like a really bad relationship and getting out of it and thinking about all the memories and how they literally broke you and about how they've changed you as a person and you just don't know what to do and until into I'm 22, let's party, way. um yeah, and then yeah, so it's basically 365 centers around a series of 16 lines repeated a few times, and the beat gets more and more intense until it's just like a drop into like a really acidic synth, and I'm just like, absolutely amazing. Do it, please do it again, make it infinitely longer. I love this. 365 is probably my favourite at the moment. I'm really liking it. It's stuck in my head. Took me ages to memorise all the lines to it. But yeah, and my WhatsApp about at the moment is 365 Pie Girl bumping that. Because I'm just like, yeah. And it samples 360, which I think is a really thing. A lot of people are saying that the Easy Fun remix should have been the studio version, but do you know what? I love the Easy Fun version, but I like how it is. I like how it finishes off as it starts. I absolutely love it. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. So, so Brat was released, and I'm like, yes, amazing. So, now we'll get on to the Brat Wall. So if you don't know what the Brat Wall was, it was a wall that was set up in New York, which had a massive scale of the Brat album cover. 3 days later, after the release, they tore it down and they started painting again. They painted a white background, and it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I was watching this live stream, and it was saying Brat, and it's the same, but there's 3 more, and I was like, remixes, songs, albums, videos. And I woke up in the morning and it was Brat and it's the same, but there's 3 more songs, so it's not, and it was the deluxe edition. So 3 more songs were released: Hello Goodbye, Guess, and Spring Breakers. So now I'll talk about those. Hello Goodbye is my least favourite song on the record, by far. Do you know what? I think the song is about probably like a 7 out of 10, and it's probably the only skip on the record. I don't think it's bad, and I don't think it's a skip. I just think that it kind of breaks the vibe, because you've got 365, Guess, and Spring Breakers, which are very similar in vibe, and they're all very similar in quality. I'd say they're all 10 out of 10. And then you've got Hello Goodbye, which is kind of a different mood. It's a bit more of like an emotional down-tempo song. It's also just like it's just a bit less in quality, and it just kind of breaks the vibe. So sometimes if I genuinely cannot be bothered, I'll just skip over it. And then I like it, but I think my worst thing is that, like, when she says hello in the chorus over and over again, it sounds like she's going hello, 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 and I'm just like, shut up. It does not sound good. Like, shut up. And also, you know, A.G. Cook, we get it, you produced this song. Now shut up. But yeah, nothing more to say. And then, you know, then we've got Guess, which, you know, no, Charlie, I don't think I do want to guess the colour of your underwear, but thanks for the great song. Like, I I think the song is great. I love the instrumental. It's a really good song to just dance around to, and I think the instrumental is really good. I think if the song was just 20 seconds longer, I think it would have been better. Also, the lyrics at the end, you want to guess the password to my Google Drive. I love her for that. She's so chaotic, she's such a messy boot, and I love her for it. Because the thing is like, we knew a deluxe version was coming, because there was a song that she'd been teasing for months, and that she'd been playing for months, called Spring Breakers, and she said, it's not on the album. And I'm just like, and we were all like, right, just drop the deluxe album, babes, because she released a post when Brat was released of her lip syncing to Spring Breakers, and we're just like, just drop the deluxe album already, like, come on. And yeah, Spring Breakers, love it. You know, gotta love, like, I love how people are thinking that Taylor Swift is such a baddie for Getaway Car. About how she wrote a metaphor about stealing a car and stealing some money from another celebrity, when Charlie XCX is writing about, how she poured gasoline on the carpet of a house, blew it up, killed a bunch of people, got arrested, and was like, I don't care, this is fun. And, you know, yeah. This is making me sound like I'm a Taylor Swift hater. I'm not, but, like, you know, I'm not even gonna lie, she's overrated. It's not even that serious. Like, I love her, but, like, why are you so diehard that you won't listen to anybody else? And, like, she's not some heavenly being. She can do wrongdoing. And she can do bad songs. Me is an example of it. And no, I'm not a fake Swiftie for not liking a song that is literally horrible because she liked it, so you must like it. I'm not in a cult. Yeah. Anyways. And yeah. And then, you know, a few weeks pass by and they tear the wall down again. And it's a bit more cryptic. And it just says the Lord, as in the artist, Lorde. Because, you know, Girls So Confusing, there were two people that it was rumoured to be about. Lorde and Marina and the Diamonds. It was about Lorde. She did a remix of it with Lorde, and in which Lorde says, let's work it out on the remix. And I think it's so much better than the original. Oh my god, I love it. I love it. Yeah, Brat Summer. Everybody's into Brat. Chapel Roan buys it. You know, Queens supporting Queens. Not just blocking them from number one. Sorry. Yeah. And, and then, you know, literally this happened the day I'm recording this. On Wednesday, which is 2 days ago, she posted a pic of the single cover for the next remix, saying "Guess who? Guess who?" because it was a remix of Guess, and everyone and she was like, "Guess who it is?" because it was the person on the album cover, and I was like, "It's Billie Eilish." You don't even need to say, "Guess who it is?" We all know it's Billie Eilish. She, like, the rings belong to her on the person's finger. And somebody commented she's dressing like a grown black man. It's Billie Eilish. It's Billie Eilish, we've been new. And, but yeah, and, you know, there you go. And she released it this morning with a music video on it, and, like, I was freaking out on my Instagram story yesterday, and I was like, oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I listened to it, oh my god, it's so good. Charlie XCX has the ability to make people who do not belong on rave tracks work on rave tracks. Somehow Lord killed it on Girls So Confusing, and Billie Eilish slayed the house down boots on Guess. And it's just like, I think the Guess version with Billie Eilish, you really got to listen to it a couple times to really get into it, but like once you get into it, oh my god. I already know the lyrics off by heart. I don't need to guess the colour of your underwear. I already know what you got going on down there. It's the lacy black pair with the little bows, the one I picked out for you in Tokyo. Yeah. And, you know, gotta love it. Gotta love it. Um, and I just think that it's so good and it works so well, and the music video was really good as well. It's like practically Spring Breakers concept, but instead of gasoline on the carpet and lighting it on fire, Billie Eilish driving a tractor into the place. Yeah. I loved it. I loved it. Anyways, so what was I going to talk about next? Also, remix album incoming, because we got 5 remixes coming. Well, when she had 4 remixes, she was saying more remixes coming soon, so we have at least 6, which is basically half an album. And there have been some rumours that there is, and plus there are already some remixes that we've heard. If you go onto genius.com, there's a bunch of remixes that we've heard from DJ sets and stuff like that, but haven't been officially released. I mean, so by the way, I'm only going to be ranking. I'm going to rank the officially released ones. So, you know, there you go. And then you've got, so these are the remixes that we have definitely heard. So we have Guess featuring Billie Eilish, the 365 remix with Easy Fun and Shy Girl, the Sympathy is a Knife remix with Easy Fun, the Mean Girls remix with Frost Children. I think that's real. Is it? Yes. The Club Classics plus 365 remix with BB Tricks and George Daniel featuring BB Tricks, which, yeah, it's from Boiler Room Ibiza, so it's actually a new one. The Von Dutch remix with Scream and Benga, which is officially released. The 360 remix with Robin and Young Lean. The Girl So Confusing version with Lord. The Talk Talk remix with George Daniel. CCNRG, which is a Club Classics remix. The Von Dutch remix with Addison Rae and A.G. Cook. And then you have 2 unreleased ones, which are, you know, theorized. The Everything is Romantic remix with A.G. Cook, and the Mean Girls remix with George Daniels, which, yeah. So we already have, like, an entire album full of remixes, and, on one of my mutuals live, somebody commented saying, "Oh, the BRAT remix is out in October," and I'm just like, are you being for real? Or are you not? But the live ended before they could answer me, and I can't find anything about it online, but it seems plausible. I feel like there's a remix album coming. But, of the 5 officially released remixes that we have so far, we have the Von Dutch remix with Addison Rae and A.G. Cook. This is in chronological order of release. The Von Dutch remix with Scream and Benga, the 360 remix with Robin and Young Lean, the Girl So Confusing version with Lord, and the Guess featuring Billie Eilish. So I'm going to rank these. I already have my ranking. At number 5, we have the Von Dutch remix with Scream and Benga. First of all, I think what I want to state about these remixes is a lot of these, I feel like they're kind of making up for the fact that that BRAT doesn't really have any features, and Charlie XCX works really well with features, so it's sort of adding the features in, you know? And I feel like, you know, I think that, you know, I just think that this one is just, it's like an instrumental and it's like not very good. It's good. I give it like a 6 out of 10, but it's like dubstep, which in my opinion should have been left in like 2013. Um, I really don't think most dubstep songs have aged well. And also, you know, it's 0 out of 10. Not really, but like, because in the build up, it's saying, I'm your number one. And when the beat drops, they had the opportunity to say, yeah, it's so obvious. But no, they just pitch down, I'm your number one, and play that. And it's just like, you missed the opportunity of your lifetime. And it's just like, I don't really care about it. I'm just like, okay, well done. I don't care. And then at number 4, we've got the 360 remix with Robin and Young Lean. I think it's really good in theory. I think they're all really good on this track, but I think it should have been a bit longer. Roughly the same length as 360, which is 2 verses and 2 choruses, which I think is just not enough time to have 3 people on. And it really sounds, I didn't really think about this on previous listens, but it really sounds like it really sounds like they're trying to get as many lines in as possible, and it really sounds like they're talking over each other. And it's just like they've got like 2 lines each, and it's just like the chorus I really like. I think, do you know what, that should stay the same. I think the alternating between them, I think, is really good. Yeah, they you know, hey, why you do it so cold? I'm the greatest ever. Yeah, that's what I'm being told. That's killing this stuff since 1994. Got everyone in the club dancing on their own, dancing on my own. And then, you know, the chorus, I think, is really good. But yeah, I think it's really good. And then, but yeah, I just think it's kind of a bit too compact. I think it could have done with being like a minute longer and each of them having their own verse. I do like the idea of them all like alternating and whatever, but I really feel like it's just they're all trying to push in and get as many lines as they possibly can. Number 3, we've got the Von Dutch remix with Addison Rae and A.G. Cook. I love this. I think it's really good. I think Addison Rae, I really like Addison Rae. And I think she's really good on this song, but no. I think, well, yes, but, I think it's just kind of alright. I think it sounds nothing like Von Dutch, and it's iconic, but, like, yeah. And then at number 2, we've got Guess featuring Billie Eilish. This is like a 9.9 out of 10. I think it only loses the 0.1 because it takes a few listens to really get into it. And I think some of the lyrics are a bit of a jump scare. Just look at the end of Billy's verse. I'm not even going to read it out loud, but just like, it's kind of jump scare if you're listening to it for the first time, and it's just like, wait, what just happened? What? It's really weird. The quality just got like really bad. But yeah, we've only got like 2 minutes left of this, so you're just gonna have to deal with like the VHS copied like 3 times quality right now. So oh well. And then at number 1, we've got the Girl So Confusing version with Lord. I think it's better than the original. I absolutely adore this. And I think, do you know what? She ate it up, both Charlie and Lord. And I think I really love this song. And I think it's so, it's just so good. I love it. Call me Camila Cabello, because I love it. But yeah, anyways, that's it from me. I will see you again. And, you know, yeah, I'll see you again and see you next time. Bye.